y'all, so this is going to be my first tutorial with the Cricut machine, and I'm going to teach you how to make a planner pocket like this one. This is for the mini heavy planner, and this one is for the A5. They're really easy. I haven't seen any tutorials on how to do them in the Cricut, so I'm going to just show you how to do that right now. So you're going to open up the shape. I like to use the square. You're going to unlock the dimensions. The width is going to be, uh, I believe it's 4.5 inches, and then the height is going to be 7 inches. It's going to look something like this. Then you want to get the shapes out again just to see how you want your pocket. I'm going to do it with a circle just so you can see one version, and then I'm going to do it with a square so you can see how you want this as well. So with the circle, I like to use these for secretarial pockets. You're going to unlock the dimensions there and line it up to where you want your divot to start on the side, and you can drag it all the way down to see how far you want it, if that makes sense. So you can make it wider, and you can line it up there. Then once you have it there, I think this is a good size. You can take your square and then find the straight line that is there. So it's one continuous straight line, and then you're going to remove, oops, wrong part. Let me see, undo. You're going to click on the square, remove it, select the square and the oval, weld that together. Then you're going to put the square back to where it was, which I believe was right there. Then you're going to just slice them apart. Then with the slice, you're going to just remove this, throw this in the trash, and then from here, you're just going to, remove this piece, take this, and then weld that back together. And then from here, you're going to take this shape, bring it to the front, and then we're going to align it at the bottom and then align it at the left. So now it's all straight, and this is going to be the first pocket that you have. And this is just a basic secretarial pocket. Then if you want another pocket on top, you're going to take the square like we had before. You're going to line it up on one side, unlock it, and then drag it to the end of this shape to where they intersect. And this is the shape that you want for your pocket. And then for here, you're going to do the same thing where you just select the bottom. Let me see, you want to shift, select both of those, then slice them, then just throw this in the trash, take this apart, move this, and then we're going to just weld these back together. And then we're going to take this shape, and we're going to align at the left and then align at the bottom. And then we're going to take this shape and bring it to the front, just so you can see it. So right now you're going to have, this is going to be the back panel here, and then you're going to have the front flap and then a flap inside of it. And then if you want to do a little divot, which I do, you can bring this pocket over here, a little divot like so, and you can shrink it to whatever size you want it, and then align it at the top. Oop, wrong thing, my bad. There, select it, align, and then center horizontally. So put it in the center. Go ahead and slice these two And then you can just take this bottom and then put it back there. Oops, trash that. Take this, align at the left and align at the bottom. And so this is your pocket that you have now. Now to put it together, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but we can do it. First, you're going to take the bottom and flip it vertically. So you want it to be upside down, and then you're going to place it at the very, very bottom. Then you want to take the top flap, flip it horizontally. So this folds out, and then it's going to look like this. So what I do is I take it, align it at the bottom so it's all the same. Then I'm going to move it over just a tad bit. There we go. Align, align at the bottom. Then once at the bottom, I'm going to click weld, and this will become one piece. Then here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to actually, let me see, Control Z. Let me go backwards. Let me align the bottom piece first so I know where it's supposed to be. Like that. Click it. Weld. Then we can attach this piece over here. And what we can do is just zoom in really quickly. We'll line this piece up right there, and then this piece goes right there. And you want it to overlap just a tad, and then we're going to click weld, and now it's one big piece. So this is the pocket, and then we want to put flaps on it so they can, you know, close. So what you can do is use the hexagon, like so, and then we're going to use a square. And this is just how I like to do it. It might be a simpler way, but this just really helps me just using the different shapes that they offer. From here, we're going to just line this up point to point. I don't really care too much as long as the slice is in the middle. Then we're going to click it and then slice. We're going to throw this bottom part away, and then from here, these are going to be the flaps that we're going to use. So we're going to take this 180. Nope, not 180 degrees. I always mess the degrees up. Oh, I'll just do it by hand. I can't think of the proper degree to turn it. 90? My ass. 90 degrees. And then from here, we're going to just shrink it. And we're going to just put these little flaps right there. Click it, weld it together. Same thing with this. You know, it would have been smart if I take this and then duplicate it. There we go. Then here, we're going to flip this horizontally so it's on the other side. Attach it right there. And they don't have to be perfect when you attach them. They just have to be touching so that when you weld it together, they're flaps. Then for the last flap, I actually have two of these. Delete one because you just need one. With this flap, we're going to do the same thing at 90 degrees so it turns. Then we can drag it on this side. Attach it right there. Then click weld. Now this is the flap size that we need, and then from here we're going to press make it, and we're going to load it into our cut machine, and then I will be back to show you how to fold. All right, y'all, so one thing I want to know is that when you're doing this, make sure that you put your paper backward on it, or flip once it's all welded together, flip it horizontally again, just so you print it out the right way. So I cut mine with the cardstock setting, and this is what it looks like when we're finished. We're gonna just bend it, and pick this up. Now, if you do not have a if you're using cardstock that's a little bit thicker than this, then you are going to want to score it when you fold it. However, I don't need that, so I'm just gonna fold it together. You're assembling this. Oh, let me fold the bottom flat before. So when you're assembling this, what you want to do is you're going to just take some glue dots. These are the Scotch, is it showing up? These are the Scotch permanent glue dots. I've been having these for a while. And I'm just going to take it and put a row of glue dots on the flap and then fold it over like so. Then I'm going to take them and put them on the flaps down here like that. Fold that up and then do the other side. I should have done both at the same time myself. All right, on these flaps as well, and then we're gonna fold them up. And then bam, so this is what you have now. It's just a 2 pocket folder that looks like this. You can have a secretarial pocket, or you have a secretarial pocket there, and then you have a big pocket here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just get some quick gets this morning to test it out, and then I have another pocket. So with this pocket here, I punched it on this side. This is a thicker cardstock, and I did just the flap on the bottom, so that way you can have the whole secretarial pocket, and then this flap tucked in on this, so you could have this whole pocket and this whole pocket. So there are different varieties of how you can make these, but I just wanted to show you how to make them in the Cricut. And then I have a smaller pocket that I made that looks like this one. If I can pull it out, that looks like this, which is just a combination of this one and this one, and I put an inside cover in it, and it has a diagonal pocket here, and then it has a divot right here for smaller pockets. I mean, for smaller like business card, not business cards necessarily, but like smaller stickers there. So you have different options with these pockets, but these are possible in the Cricut. If you want to see how to make this pocket that is horizontal with the flap that goes all the way across, or the large secretarial pocket, just comment down below and let me know. All right, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.